All right, welcome back to Ready Bet Action. We're talking NFL Week 12. We still have a lot of NFL to go, and I'm excited about it. I was looking at future schedules today. There's some exciting stuff out there. I think my favorite part about the NFL this season is that I don't think anyone can look me in the face seriously and say, I know who's going to win the Super Bowl. I don't believe
the Panthers.
I don't think anyone can confidently say that, right? I think with college football, you could be like, it's Ohio State, it's like, and like that feels, fairly confident or whatever. Even though that's still up, but like the point is like the NFL, I just don't think that there's a team that someone can be like, this is the team that's going to win it. I love it.
Yeah, I agree.
Thoughts on who you think you're going to win the Super Bowl?
No, my only thought is I have no idea. I think there's about 8 teams that could eventually work their way in there, and nobody's really trying to separate themselves right now.
And I wouldn't bet a future on any of those 8 teams. Yeah.
No, like nobody seems complete enough this year. I mean, it's kind of like the Heisman race in college football right now. It's like, nobody is really separating themselves as they have in years past.
No one wants it.
Or the teams that are separating themselves, everybody's like, well, I mean, it's the Colts, so we can't buy in yet,
And on the other side of that, I think some of the teams that could really win the Super Bowl could also end up not making the playoffs, like the Ravens or the Chiefs. Like right now they have a hill to climb to get there. But if they do, look out, because they could do it. So pretty crazy. To your point, Eric, it's kind of all over the place.
Oh yeah, I think if the Ravens or Chiefs get into the playoffs, like
it's terrifying.
Why wouldn't they just win the Super Bowl? Like they could still win the Super Bowl. Like that's what's crazy. As a Broncos
don't count out the Bengals.
I'm just over the moon, man. Look,
Joey B's back at practice.
Yeah, I feel like that could happen at 3-7 right now.
Can we rewind and go back to where I needed that third win like 6 weeks ago?
Yes,
8 weeks ago.
Right. That's right. All right. Well, let's dive in to this week's slate, and then we got Thanksgiving coming up next week. We're gonna have to record early, guys. Note to us, we got to record early next week. We'll see how that goes. All right. I'm going to take the Jaguars -3 at the Cardinals. I think the Jaguars are rolling right now. I'd really like them to really continue to hold on to a playoff spot and to keep playing really well here, and just kind of fading the Cardinals to a little bit. So I don't always love, is Kyler Murray healthy? I don't always love Kyler Murray. No,
he's
healthy.
He's not playing. No, because Jacoby Brissett's playing. So
Jacoby Brissett is playing.
Yeah, look, I just I like the Jaguars to keep this rolling. They got to get in here and get it. They're an exciting young team, and I think they're just fun to watch, man. Just give me the Jaguars -3. I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna close my eyes, and just be like, keep winning, Jags. Like, let's go. It's a team I want to be cheering for. So honestly, the vibe's good. Is that a good enough reason?
I mean, that was the reason I took SMU in the last show.
Right.
So.
I don't feel like the vibes. Yeah, I don't love I mean, I'm a Jags fan, and last week was shocking doing that to the Chargers because the vibes have been bad going into that. Yep. Trevor Lawrence has not looked very good this year. We've had to rely on a lot of turnover luck. So I'm actually not on the other side of this, but I've got to play on this game too. I'm on the Cardinals team total over 16.5. Excuse me. Jacoby Brissett just set the completions record in a game last week without Marvin Harrison Jr. McBride is going to go nuts in this game. Jacksonville, the game before the Chargers game, they gave up 29 points in the fourth quarter to the Houston Texans. So I'm not feeling the great vibes myself. I think the Cardinals can soar. I think they can soar over 16.5 points. So give me Cardinals team total over 16.5.
The Stephon skepticism of his own teams. It's the special.
I lean more on the Arizona side on this one too. The vibes in Arizona with Jacoby Brissett are very high. But I don't know. My NFL record this year has not been great, so don't take that with a grain of salt.
I wasn't going to bring up the records and who has the highest one. We'll leave it. We'll leave it to be. But I wouldn't say this is not my most confident pick of the week. So I'm not gonna defend it too vehemently.
Okay, I'm not saying the Cardinals win. I'm just saying they're going to get at least 17 points. Before the Chargers game, they'd given up over 30 or more points in 3 games in a row. So the defense is suspect. I think the Cardinals can come through. I love Jacoby Brissett in DFS this week.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of Cardinals props coming, so I'll have more thoughts on it later.
Stephon, you have another leg of that though.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to parlay that with the Patriots team total over 23.5. Kind of similar situation here. They're playing the Bengals. The Bengals have been pretty terrible on defense, giving up just tons of points, even to like the Jets and the Bears and the Steelers. Patriots, meanwhile, Drake May has been Drake Mazing. Give me the Patriots over 23.5 points. You parlay that with the Cardinals and you get it at minus 125. So I like this one a lot. This is actually my favorite play of the week is this parlay, which terrifies me because parlays, one of these is going to hit, the other one's not.
I like this too. I've got Pat's team total over 28.5. And with a very similar note, everybody scores 30 points on the Bengals, including Justin Fields, JJ McCarthy, and Aaron Rodgers twice. Like you got Drake May coming in as hot as he's been. They're already averaging 28 a game over the last 5 as it is. And then you've got the Bengals giving up over 31 a game in the last 8. I'm all over this play.
Yeah, I'll have a player prop for all of those reasons for the Patriots over on the next slide. Pretty much anything anti-Bengals this week feels pretty good. That's a pretty porous defense over there. All right, well, let's keep it rolling. I was saying before the show started, I feel like I'm a little too good at picking whether the Bears are going to win or lose this year. I feel a little due to get one wrong, but I'm still going to roll with the Bears money line at home. I like Caleb Williams to throw for a lot of yards. That'll be a prop of mine as well against a really bad Steelers pass defense. Really bad. Gives up most yards in the NFL. So I like Caleb Williams to win this at home. I'm mostly taking this though. I like home teams. I like the Bears in Chicago in November. And I like that. This is terrible to say. I like that Aaron Rodgers has a slightly fractured, left opposite throwing hand wrist. So slightly fractured wrist. That can't feel good in windy, coldish weather. So I'm gonna go with Steelers. Feeling uncomfortable, looking not great as of late, and give me the Bears, who have been looking. At least winning, they've been looking better as the year's gone on. So,
yeah, Ben Johnson has as many wins as Eberflus had in 4 years, 5 years?
Crazy. At the same time, Tomlin's going to be fighting for his win total. So we'll see how that goes. All right, Mike, why don't you hit us with your next one?
Yeah, I'll go to a play where I'm telling RJ White here. Give me the Seahawks minus 2.5 in the first quarter at the Titans minus 125. You can also play this on minus 6.5 in the first half for all of these same reasons. I like it there as well. But Seattle leads the league in first quarter scoring, while Tennessee is 24th. Seattle's coming off of a brutal loss last week against the Rams, and I just expect them to bounce back here. They're 8-2 against the spread as a whole this season, so they're taking care of business when they're expected to take care of business, and I think that continues rolling here. Tennessee has scored more than 14 points once in the last 5 games, while Seattle's averaging 37 points a game. All that to say, this offense is rolling, this defense is playing well, and Tennessee sucks on both sides of the ball very badly right now. So minus 2.5 first quarter, I love it. I like minus 6.5 in the first half as well. So this is at minus 125.
We have some contradicting info on our slides. Are the Seahawks playing the Rams or the Titans?
We're playing the Titans.
Okay, so Steve, you have a Seahawks pick as well. Not against the Rams, though, against Titans.
No, I have that first half minus 6.5 for all the reasons. I think they get out to a pretty comfortable lead early. They may take their foot off the gas in the second half. We've seen Tennessee come back in games. Cam Ward will take advantage when you drop back and play a soft zone because you're not doing a prevent, but you're not wanting to give up that big play. You're getting more into that umbrella defense. Cam Ward, I kind of like his rushing prop, but I honestly didn't research enough to want to make that a play this week. But it's something that I'm interested in. I think the first half is the safest way to play this, or the first quarter. I just don't like the first quarter in the NFL because sometimes it can come down to the coin flip with how slow they play, how they let the clock go all the way down, and all of a sudden you only have 2 possessions in a quarter. So I'm just gonna hope that Seahawks punch it in on one of their first 2 drives. I think they will against a pretty bad Titans defense.
Yeah, but the Titans are going to get the ball and go 3 and out for
That's true.
The first 4 drives. So the Seahawks are going to have at least 3 first quarter drives here.
That's a good point.
That is great. Why don't y'all stick on a pick that you share? My boy Shedeur looked atrocious at getting thrown into the game. He's got a week now. He never played with any starters. Offensive lineman came out and said that was maybe the second time he had ever heard Shedeur's cadence. So he's got a whole week now, and they're going to play the Raiders. So I like where y'all are going with this. I don't know if the Browns win, but I feel like it can't. Like I feel like it's going to look better, right?
Yeah, man, I think this is Shedeur getting a chance to kind of clap back a little bit. The Raiders passed on him on 7 straight picks in the draft, and he knows it. He's got a week with the 1s and 2s, or with the 1s finally for the first time this season. The Raiders are an absolute disaster.
Awful.
They had the dream matchup against the Cowboys defense last week and completely flopped with 236 total offensive yards. Myles Garrett for the Browns is looking like one of the better ends that we have seen in the NFL in a long time, causing complete chaos. Even if Shedeur sucks, I think the Raiders suck worse. And so given the Browns 4 points here, I'm also very happily playing this one.
Yeah, I'm on this one as well. I think the wrong team's favored. I probably will also do like some Browns money line here. And it has nothing to do with Shedeur. It has everything to do with the other
Browns
side.
Defense. Yep.
Yeah, I think the Browns defense is the best unit on the field. You take all 6 units, they're the best, and it's not particularly close. So I like them just to keep this a low-scoring game. If you're going to give me 4 points in a low-scoring game, I'm going to take it with this defense. So as long as Shedeur doesn't throw like a couple of really bad picks, if they can just kind of keep the ground game moving like that, Quinshon Judkins over and over again, maybe would help be nice. Maybe DFS play, but I actually kind of like the under here, but it's at like 37, and hell no, not going to play it under 37. Although I should probably.
I didn't, man. Actually, I might add. I'll do this as we go. I might grab a Jerry Jeudy over whatever his longest reception number is. Gabriel's just not a down the field NFL passer, at least, and they're gonna maybe at least try it with Shedeur to get Jeudy deep in this game, I think. So I think like they got an arm now, and they're gonna at least give it a go, and it might be worth throwing some money on a Jerry Jeudy longest reception over situation. But that's about the only offensive prop I might put on the Browns. I don't know if I don't
think that's I don't know if I think that's more of an offensive philosophy than a Dillon Gabriel thing.
Yeah,
Dillon Gabriel can throw a deep ball.
The only problem with that is Shedeur is going to throw it from 25 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be like a net 10 yards pass.
He's going to pirouette backwards, and then he's going to bomb it. Dillon Gabriel did not throw over 220 yards in a single game, and it's because they kept throwing it 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This Browns organization is such a joke, and I hope that any quarterback that you might be fond of needs to leave this organization as soon as they can. It is awful. They are an absolute joke. All right.
Hey, real quick, Steve, I'm going to go back to your Cam Ward rushing prop. It's only 5.5 yards.
Yeah, I thought it was 7, but I like that. I like it.
5.5 at -105.
I like it.
All right. We got 2 more game picks, then we'll move into player props. I'll go ahead and take the Eagles team total over 25.5 because always give me the team total against the Cowboys. It makes too much sense. They just give up so many points, y'all. I think the Eagles will continue to just rack it up. Look, Dallas might put up some points too. Maybe their offense figures some things out. Not figures out. They're a good offense. Like they're going to put up points too. I think the Eagles, probably clear 30 in this game. And that's not like a crazy thing to say against the Cowboys this season. So that's about all I got to say about that. It feels good to me. All right, Stefan, you also have a team total over, a high team total over.
Yeah.
Makes mine just like low.
Yeah, well, sometimes in the NFL, when they set those unders really low, like 36 in the game we were just talking about with that Browns-Jets, you probably want to hit the under. In this one with a high total, you kind of maybe want to hit the over. But I'm just going to take the team total over 30.5 for the Lions. Lions coming off a loss are a very, very ferocious beast. So I think they look to run up the score here. They look to get things right. They're at home. I think they're really going to push the pedal to the metal here. I expect this to be a fantasy bonanza. The only problem with this team is the touchdowns get spread out. So they could put up 31 points and 4 different players have a touchdown, So it is hard to stack up in DFS, which is why I won't be. But that's why I'm playing it this way instead. So because I believe very strongly that there's going to be a lot of points in this game. I don't know where they're going to go. So just give me the team total over 30.5, and I'll build my DFS lineups elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. That is. I looked at a lot of Lions player props, and they are so juiced. I didn't know what to pick, so I didn't pick them. There's a lot of real high numbers for Lions players. So I think we do have one. I think we have at least one over here, though. So let's move on to player props.
Don't skip my last play. You hadn't done that in a few weeks, though. Good job.
You did not have another play.
Yeah, dude, I've got this parlay here. And honestly, hearing you talk about Philly versus Dallas, I'm so tempted to throw a third leg onto this and finally have a frat boy parlay this year.
Oh, yeah. What side of the Eagles do you like?
I was just looking at it. I can tease the Eagles team total down to over 21.5, and this will take it up to plus 188.
Oh, yeah.
Screw it. Let's do it. Yeah, so we'll take the Eagles.
Yes. That's the motto for Ready Bet Action. Screw it. Just do it.
We're fine.
So we're a little 3-leg here. We're going to go Eagles team total over 21.5 for everything Eric just said. We're going to take the Lions minus 6.5 because, like Steve said, you always back the Lions after a loss, especially when they're coming at home. They've where's my note? I had a fun stat here. They've lost 3 games prior to last week this season. All 3 of those games that they lost their next week, their average margin of victory is 22.5 points. And then give me the Colts at plus 10.5 at the Chiefs. Chiefs are coming off 2 hard losses right now. And I don't know, man. I think they bounce back. I think they win, but the Colts coming off a bye week after playing in Germany against the Falcons, like they're going to come in rested. They've been the number 1 scoring offense in the league this year. I think the Chiefs bounce back for a win. I don't see them dropping 3 straight because of the Chiefs, but the Colts keeping this within double digits. I don't see a world in which the Chiefs can run away with this as good as this Colts offense has been. So with that, give me the Colts plus 10.5, the Lions minus 6.5, and adding Philly team total over 21.5 at plus 188.
Bang, bang, bang. That's how you fight back.
We got it. That's how we're climbing the ladder. This is great. All right, let's.
You need frat boys to climb a ladder, boys. That's all I know.
Get all your Brads and Chads, baby.
Let's move over to player props. We got a handful of player props for you. I already said this one, so I'll throw it back out there. Caleb Williams over 220.5 passing yards. This is just this is a bet against the Steelers' pass defense being. I believe the second most amount of they give up the second most amount of passing yards in the NFL. So give me Caleb Williams at home to do this. It's a low number. Again, Chicago weather, probably not ideal. I just like betting against the Steelers' bad pass defense this year. So that's my pick.
And Luther Burden's coming on for them too. So he's got 3 legit weapens now. DeAndre
Colton Loveland's been Colton Loveland's had moments too. Like they're gonna have some crazy weapons.
I'll go ahead and give you two Cardinals props here. I'm taking Trey McBride anytime touchdown. He's hands down been Jacoby Brissett's favorite target. You've got no Marvin Harrison again. McBride scored in 5 straight, and the Jags are the 3rd worst team against the tight end and have given up a touchdown to a tight end in 7 of 10 games as a whole. You can get that at minus 130. And then also give me Jacoby Brissett for 2+ passing touchdowns at minus 116. He's got 100% hit rate on this number since he's been starting this year. He's hit it. I think it's in 6 straight now. The Jags have allowed this in 4 of their last 5. Cards can't run the ball well right now with no Trey Benson. You've got no James Conner. You're stuck with DeMarcado and Bam Knight. You know, they're fast, they're gadgety, they're not your red zone, especially your 5 zone type guys. They're throwing the ball once they get down near the goal line. I think he hits 2+ again for 7 straight or however long it's been now. So you can get that at minus 116.
Yeah, that's my favorite stack in DFS is Jacoby Brissett to McBride and Cash. So
love it. Stefan, you have a pick.
I've only got one this week. Although I was going to say on that McBride anytime touchdown, ever since Doran 5 weeks or 6 weeks ago, whatever it was, like McBride's due for a touchdown, anytime touchdown. And then we all we were watching football over at your brother's house, and it hit at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And since then, it's like every single week,
all the time. The dude's just on fire.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to go to that Cincinnati game. The Patriots are very good against the run, so I'm going to attack their passing game. But with Jamar Chase being out, not very sure who the quarterback's going to be. I think we're going to see Chase Brown have a pretty huge role in this passing game. You also have Samaje Perine is doubtful. When he's been out, Chase Brown has hit this number both those weeks. I think he had like 70 plus receiving yards one of those weeks. So I like Chase Brown over 24.5. Gonna have to shop around for it though, because I think it's only available at one book. Otherwise, it's at like 26.5, and I still like it there. Anything under like 28.5, I'm gonna be going with.
Yeah, I like this too. I'm on it as well. The Patriots give up more receiving yards to the running back than any other team in the country right now. They're giving up an average of 35 yards a game. Chase Brown has already been seeing a stronger rapport with Joe Flacco lately. He's gotten 22 targets in their last 2 games. So without Chase Brown, he's going to have a ton. Higgins is going to be blanketed by Christian Gonzalez. He's going to have to go somewhere else with the ball. I was also looking at Andre Yoshivas as well. You can get his reception total, I think, is over, I think it's 4+, and then his receiving line's only 35. I think both of these hit there, but it's that Eric Gordon special here, man. Take the play that can hit in one play. 24.5 can do it. So -118 there.
Yep. Speaking of one play, well, this is a one play, and anytime touchdown has to be in one play. Give me the let's move, stick in that Bengals Patriots game. We're loving props here, which is Hunter Henry anytime touchdown at +180. Hasn't scored in a few weeks. However, the Bengals give up more passing touchdowns than anybody else in the NFL, more than anybody. So you could go with Booty. He's their top touchdown getter. He's got 5 touchdowns for the year.
He might be out this week.
Yeah, he might be out. So I like this even more if he's out, because Hunter Henry's the second with 4 touchdowns, and then Diggs is right there, I believe, with 3 touchdowns. So give me Hunter Henry, because I like it a little juicier at +180 as opposed to their top touchdown scorer. And he's due, man. It's been 3 weeks. He's their second touchdown scorer against a team that gives up the most passing touchdowns. Give me Hunter Henry. Let's do it.
He's about to get 5 weeks in a row with a touchdown now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Hunter Henry for the rest of the year, anytime touchdown.
So it works.
Yes, trade for him in fantasy if you can. I guess all the deadlines are passed.
I once wrote when Hunter Henry got traded to the Patriots. I wrote an article about how he was going to be great. Never really panned out until this week.
He finally is now. Yeah, he finally is playing pretty good this year.
I feel like you get 8 solid games out of him every year, but it's only 8.
Yeah.
Well, let's make this one of them. You have Drake May though, which supports the Patriots passing attack.
Yeah, Drake May over 253.5 passing yards, -113. He's gone over this in 4 straight and 8 total games this season. Means he's only missed it twice. The Bengals 31st worst passing defense, giving up 255 a game. May is going to eat. And then, I've got one more going to throw it out. Jameson Williams. We've already talked about how the Lions are going to do their thing. Yep. 60+ receiving yards, -115. 3 weeks ago, the Lions came out and said, "Hey, this is wrong. GMO's too talented. We got to get him involved." They've done exactly that. He's gone over 60 yards in every game since. He's gone over 100. I think it was in twice of those. I think he's going to continue to do his thing there. And I'm going to throw a little caveat in, because I totally forgot that Daniel Jones here is questionable now with a calf injury. If he does not play, we're just going to drop that leg off of my frat boy parlay, and we'll leave it at the 2 plays there. And you can still get that -120. So
I'll add a little note on another one thing for us. If Boudet doesn't play, Mac Hollins +285 anytime touchdown.
Ooh, the shoeless.
Plus, I'm just saying, +2. Is he is he a big time target? No, but man, if we're gonna throw some touchdowns, give me Mac Hollins, with their main guy out. So
the barefoot special.
Yeah, I might like that a little bit. If depending on the injury status, though. All right, that is it. Don't forget, we're with RotoViz this year. Excited to be with those guys, talking about fantasy football. And all the tools they have over there. Go check it out. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and wherever you get your podcasts, especially. You can go check out our college football episodes every week as well. For right now, we're going to run down our NFL picks for week 12. So here we go. I got the Jaguars -3 at the Cardinals. Give me the Bears to win against the Steelers. And I have Eagles team total over 25.5 at Dallas this week.
I've got the Patriots team total over 28.5 at the Bengals. Seahawks -2.5 in the first quarter at the Titans. Browns +4 at the Raiders. And then a fun little parlay here, frat boy parlay of the Colts +10.5, assuming Daniel Jones plays, with the Lions -6.5 at home against the Giants, with the Eagles team total over 21.5 at +188. If Daniel Jones does not play, we'll drop that leg and still get this at -120.
That's delightful. I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions team total over 30.5. I'm going to take the Seahawks in the first half -6.5. I'm going to tail you, Mikey, and take the Browns +4 at the Raiders. And then we're going to parlay the team total for the Cardinals over 16.5 and the Patriots over 23.5. And we get that at -125.
Wonderful. Let's move on to player props. I'll take Caleb Williams over 220.5 passing yards and a Hunter Henry anytime touchdown for the Patriots.
I've got Jacoby Brissett with 2+ touchdowns at -116. Trey McBride, anytime touchdown. Drake May over 253.5 pass yards. Jameson Williams, 60+ receiving yards. And then Talon Stafe at Chase Brown over 24.5 receiving yards.
Let's go.
That's my only one. Yep.
Just the Chase Brown. We are good to go. All right. We got Thanksgiving football coming up later this week. We'll be back and see you all there. Other than that, let's go make some money, and we'll see everyone later.